A taste of her Africa. In a vibrant village nestled between lush hills and winding rivers, the sun rose to reveal a community full of life. Vendors set up stalls bursting with colorful produce, while children played and laughter echoed through the streets. Zuri, a talented cook known for her culinary skills, was preparing for the much-anticipated annual harvest festival, a time for the village to come together to celebrate their culture and share their food. In her cozy kitchen, Zuri filled the air with the rich aromas of spices as she chopped vegetables and mixed traditional ingredients. Her younger brother, Kwame, bounced in with excitement, eager to help. They engaged in playful banter, their bond evident in their teasing and laughter. "Are we making the jollof rice for the contest again?" Kwame asked, a grin spreading across his face. "Of course. It's our secret weapon," Zuri replied, winking at him. As they cooked, Zuri shared stories of their family recipes, recalling how her grandmother taught her the importance of each dish. Kwame listened intently, enchanted by the tales of how food could unite people and preserve their history. As preparations continued, villagers began to arrive, contributing their own dishes and ingredients. The kitchen buzzed with laughter and camaraderie, creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation. Zuri welcomed everyone warmly, emphasizing the importance of unity and celebration. Mama Nia, a wise elder, gathered everyone around to share stories of past harvest festivals, highlighting the significance of food in their culture. The villagers reminisced, each story weaving into the fabric of their shared history. Meanwhile, a traveler named David journeyed through Africa, searching for authentic experiences. He had heard whispers of a village renowned for its culinary traditions and vibrant culture. Intrigued, he made his way to the village, eager to immerse himself in their way of life. Upon his arrival, David marveled at the beauty of the landscape and the vibrancy of the village. However, he sensed the villagers' initial wariness of outsiders. Undeterred, he explored, hoping to connect with the community. As he wandered through the market, he was captivated by the colors and sounds around him, yet felt a deep longing for connection. Overhearing villagers discuss the upcoming harvest festival only fueled his curiosity. Drawn by enticing aromas, David approached Zuri's kitchen. Hesitant, he knocked on the door. Zuri, busy with preparations, looked up and raised an eyebrow, unsure of his intentions. "Can I learn to cook?" David asked, his eyes wide with hope. Zuri studied him for a moment, considering his sincerity. "If you wish to taste Africa, you must first understand its heart," she replied, intrigued by his earnestness, and invited him inside. David quickly realized that cooking was more than just a skill. It was a way of life. As he assisted Zuri, she explained the significance of each ingredient, their origins, and the stories they told. As the days passed, Zuri taught David traditional recipes, including jollof rice, plantains, and spicy stews. Although he struggled initially, his eagerness to learn shone through. Zuri's patience and encouragement helped him improve, and their camaraderie deepened. One evening, while preparing a dish together, they shared stories of their lives. David opened up about his travels, regaling Zuri with tales of food from different cultures. She listened, fascinated, as he described flavors he had encountered, and they began to dream of a culinary fusion that could celebrate both of their heritages. Zuri introduced David to local ingredients, teaching him about their uses and cultural significance. They experimented with flavors, blending traditional recipes with David's ideas. The kitchen became a space of creativity and laughter as they crafted new dishes together. One day, David suggested incorporating spices he had discovered on his travels. Zuri was initially hesitant, but agreed to try. The result was a delicious fusion dish that surprised them both and ignited further culinary exploration. As they cooked, their friendship deepened. They shared personal stories, and David learned about Zuri's dreams of opening a culinary school to teach the next generation. Inspired by David's adventurous spirit, they brainstormed ideas for a project that could unite their culinary passions. With the harvest festival approaching, the village buzzed with activity. Zuri and David joined the villagers in preparations, decorating the square with colorful fabrics and setting up tables for the feast. David felt a growing sense of belonging, embraced by the warmth of the community. As the festival drew closer, Zuri and David helped gather ingredients from local farmers, learning about sustainable practices and the importance of supporting one another. During a community gathering, Mama Nia encouraged everyone to share their culinary heritage, and stories flowed freely. David felt honored to be included, gaining a deeper understanding of the village's rich history. On the eve of the festival, Zuri and David worked late into the night, preparing dishes and finalizing their contributions. They shared laughter, the kitchen filled with the sounds of chopping and sizzling, excited for the festivities to come. The day of the harvest festival arrived, transforming the village into a vibrant celebration. Colorful decorations adorned every corner, and the smell of delicious food wafted through the air. Villagers gathered, eager to partake in the festivities. David felt a mix of nerves and excitement as he prepared to serve the dishes he had helped create. Zuri reassured him, "Just be yourself. They will appreciate your efforts." As the feast began, villagers lined up to taste the various dishes. David's jollof rice and fusion creations received enthusiastic responses. The villagers, pleasantly surprised by the flavors, celebrated the culinary exchange that had taken place. Zuri watched proudly as David engaged with the villagers, sharing stories behind each dish. He had transformed from an outsider into a cherished member of the community. As the sun set, traditional music filled the air and villagers began to dance. They invited David to join, and while hesitant at first, he soon found his rhythm, enjoying the freedom of movement and the joy of the moment. Zuri danced alongside him, laughter echoing in the night. As darkness enveloped the village, the community gathered around a fire for storytelling. Elders shared tales of bravery, resilience, and love, weaving a rich tapestry of history. David listened intently, moved by the depth of the stories shared. Zuri shared a tale about their family's lineage, emphasizing the importance of food in their culture. David realized how deeply intertwined food and stories were in their lives. After the festivities, Zuri and David found a quiet spot away from the celebration. Sitting under a blanket of stars, they reflected on the journey they had shared. Zuri expressed her hopes for the future, wanting to pass down her culinary heritage to the next generation. David shared his desire to take these stories and flavors back home, ensuring that the essence of their culture reached a wider audience. They both understood the power of food to transcend boundaries and foster connections between people. As dawn approached, David prepared to leave. The villagers gathered to bid him farewell, expressing their gratitude for his contributions to the festival. Zuri presented him with a small pouch of her special spice blend, a tangible reminder of their bond. "Remember, every dish tells a story," she said. "Carry this with you." David promised to honor the village's traditions and vowed to return one day. As he walked away, he looked back at the village, feeling a profound sense of connection and gratitude. Back in his own country, David embraced his culinary journey, cooking for friends and family and sharing the recipes and stories he had learned. The flavors of Zuri's culture became a part of his identity, inspiring him to celebrate and honor diverse culinary traditions. In the village, Zuri continued to cook and teach, ensuring her heritage lived on. She organized workshops for the youth, passing down the recipes and stories that had shaped her life. The spice blend David had taken with him became a symbol of cultural exchange, a reminder that food could unite people from different backgrounds. In the end, the story of Zuri and David became a lasting legacy, showing that through food, friendship, and understanding, cultures could connect and flourish.